Now, of course, we're joined here by members of the Blackhill team. Of course, will be contesting the junior final on Sunday as well against Rockcurry. David Lennon just happens to be the manager standing beside me here. Davy, listen, we don't have to recall back. Third junior final. You'll be hoping at this stage, I know it's only a second for you, but that it'll be third time lucky for the club.
Oh, please God, Sean, it'll be third time lucky for the club. It's a cliche. I suppose I would love to come through, and I'm sure the club, most of all, would love it to come through. But listen, cliches are cliches, and football is football, and sport is sport, and we'll have to be in top form to get over the line this year. So we're playing a very, very good side in Rockcurry, and we're going to have to be really, really good on the day.
I suppose from a management point of view, tactically, of course, you'll have work to do in one thing and another. Motivationally, I wouldn't have thought there'd be a whole pile to do. It'll be just a case of maybe, will there be reminders of what it's been like for the past 2 years? They don't want to be there again. They'll know what it is to take to get over the line this time. Oh
yeah, listen, there's no denying the massive hurt there was in the dressing room we experienced last year. We felt we really left it behind us. We felt we were the better team in the day. We didn't take our chance. We missed 7-1 and 1 goal chances, and made Drumhound goalkeeper look like a star. So listen, we met again in early January, and we sat down as a group, and I asked the lads if they want me to bring them forward into this season. They said they did, and we met with the committee, and we said we'd have another go at it. And you can only have admiration for this team. Like they just don't go away. And I didn't realise, we were talking to Mc Caffrey earlier, we've only actually been beat, I think maybe 3 or 4 times maximum this season, and maximum I think would be a pint. So listen, we had a lot of injuries earlier in the season. It came right for us. We're on a good run as we were this time last year. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but listen, we're back there again. We're back in Merritt, and they're a gamey bunch of lads, and one thing about them, they'll not lay down without a fight.
Not laying down without a fight. One of the men over here is the captain, Eamon Byrne. Eamon, it's testament to you as a team. You keep coming back every year. Maybe that hurt does be deep, and it's what drives you on, but you're back contesting another final.
Well, we are, yeah. We've trained harder this year. We've changed things a wee bit. Good man with us there, Davy, and Davy's brother in there a wee bit too, Brendan. We've John, we had Paddy McNally.
Yeah, but listen, it takes that maybe just to change little things about, and you would have reflected back and thought, well, maybe we could try this or try that, and something has worked because you're back there. Many's another team could have walked away and said, it's not to be for us.
Well, we've just a great squad of players. We have hippie young fellas there, and every year they're coming on that wee bit. You know, from the 2013, we've pushed on. We just haven't got across that line. Hopefully, all going well, we'll get across that line Sunday. We'll do everything we can to get across that line.
John, you're a selector there, and obviously be pushing them on. And Davey had mentioned it here as well. On a good run at the moment, we're looking back on results in the league against your opposition. You drew with them, I think, up in your own ground, and then you beat them down on their ground as well. So you can take a bit of comfort out of that.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Really, what we're looking at we're looking at on the day and how we perform and how we go through the day ourselves. You know. The league is the league, the championship is the championship, and on this particular day we're going to have to produce the goods to win it.
Whatever about winning, losing, drawing on previous occasions, experience is a big thing to take into any final, and no one can have it to say that you aren't bringing experience to this one.
Well, we're certainly bringing 3 rounds of experience to it this time, yes. And, it's testament to the lads that they're back again doing it. It's testament to the management that they have brought them there. And look, we'll be going to give it our best run against a very, very good team.
Bernadette is beside us here as well. Chairperson Bernadette, am I getting it right, of the club. Well done to you indeed. It's a big day again for the club. You keep lifting yourselves up. You keep coming back and looking forward to it again.
Yes, I suppose they're looking forward to it even more this year, and more determined to win it. Great bunch of committed lads and team management alike. They've given it their all. So we're just hoping that this year is the one that will bridge this awful 63-year gap since we've had silverware of this type in the club.
They talk about curses or something over about Mayo that seems to be holding them back. There's no curses about Blackhill, is there?
Absolutely not. Absolutely no curses whatsoever. And there is, I did listen to you one morning on the radio, you said there was no such place as Blackhill, but there is this place called the Blackhill Lane. So I think that's really where it all came from. So There is a place called
There is
Blackhill.
a place called
Sean.
Blackhill. That was, would you believe, a topic of conversation at the semi-final, so
Yes.
it was, and it generated quite a debate. But I tell you, looking what you've turned out with here this evening,
Yeah.
there's definitely a Blackhill.
There definitely is.
Marie, secretary there as well, and I suppose from a club perspective, there's a lot of work obviously goes in the background, getting teams ready and prepared and everything else, but you're old hands at it at this stage, junior final, so they're coming round now every year.
We're getting used to them this last few years now, but plenty of work, but we don't mind the work if we can get over the line. And last year's last year, and hopefully this Sunday we'll do it.
Yeah, well, it certainly would be the case. And fairness, you have a great support out there, obviously, from the Blackhill community and from the supporters that turn out for you and that as well. And maybe, as I highlighted maybe to Eamon as well, there could have been a notion of, listen, we've done this, we've tried this, it hasn't worked, walked away. It's testament to any team, any club, particularly if you don't mind me saying, a small club like Blackhill to keep coming back.
Yeah, always the team is great to keep coming back, and the supporters are brilliant. They never stop following us. They're great.
Which is great to see. Dave, I'll take you back in here just once more on that as well. And I suppose it's been alluded to, league is league, but when it comes to championship and a big day, it's a different story, isn't it?
Absolutely, Sean. Listen, we all know in Blackhill and all throughout the county what a good team Rock is from 1 to 15. Listen, it's only by default. I think everybody knows that. If any sportsman in this county, anybody that follows GA in this county, will know that Rocurry is not a junior team. Let's be fair, they were just tortured with injuries and emigration last year, and I would know them all very, very, very well. The Rocurry lads, I'm from the neighbouring club Latin, so I know playing against my own club Latin when they were senior, they were missing 4 or 5 of their top players, and Latin only beat them by a pint in the championship. So they played an intermediate championship semi-final last year against Dunamine. I was at it, beat by a lot of pint. This is a good side, and they're hardened campaigners. They're all good natural footballers, and I would have been confident last year to a final. I'm certainly being confident again in the final this year. But our lads are going to have to turn up in the day and produce a magical performance to beat them. And just hope it's a good sporting game. I hope we get the weather that the All-Ireland didn't get yesterday. And listen, a dry ball will suit both teams. A wet ball, it'll be a slagging match. And hopefully we just get a wee bit of luck that we didn't get last year, come near the finish line and get over it, because they deserve it.